Call me fuego, 93 like me. Fire in the sheets, spending summers on the sea. Quedo, she throw away home. Bev Hill life on the day,
They did not play well during the day one. We saw him get the first win in the first game, but they were still not happy with that one because they told me, hey, we still didn't play well. We got a little bit lucky with the circle. Now it's time to step it up because there's only 6 more games and every game will count.
We're cranking those gears and we're sounding the siren as we get into the first game of the day. It is serious time. There are 6 more games remaining to find out who our members are going to be moving on to PGS Berlin. We're going to head over to Sims and Pansy for all of the action from the desert.
6 teams go through, all still to be played for, plenty to be seen today. But who's going to make it? Who's going to push that hard? The desk preface it very well. Very, very well. But Rich, let's break it down. Who do we need to look at here today?
It's all a numbers game, right? When you've only got 6 teams on the board and plenty of them cannot play today. They're all just sat at home hoping and praying that no one has a world-class performance and knocks them out of that spot. Martin touched on it. There are certain teams that are in that tough area where they are looking to be not disqualified, but certainly eliminated from the top 6. Certain teams that cannot make it through. UMCA or YMCA, Team Phantom and Blaze Esports did not grab enough points to make it into that top 6. The teams that we need to look at for sure.
Before we get to that, I just want to highlight as well how competitive this is with someone like Phantoms who yesterday had that brilliant performance. They looked good, they looked competitive, but one day of performance is not good enough here now. Yeah,
there's 2 sides to that story, right? You touched on it perfectly. You look at the first day they had, they only picked up 7 points. That is not good enough by any means whatsoever. That is a terrible performance. It's brilliant putting 44 points on the board on one day. You'd have had 2 days of that. You'd have been laughing. You'd have been up there. You'd have maybe even potentially qualified off the back of that.
And now let's flip it up to the teams who are the ones on the kind of verge of pushing through to get themselves in that. I guess, you know, they were saying with the WTSG interview and the desk, maybe here this is going to be a big shuffle and a big land grab. 16 teams alive, 62 players. There's been no casualties. Everyone stands at this point. So everyone it's going to be very, very busy. This is where you're going to see a big culling of players. And already there's the first casualty. Northern Lights claiming point after point. Oh no, this is going to be brutal. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. There's no cover up there. You might be just using any terrain, but the car might be the deathbed. It is. And here comes the kills. Ents have suffered already. The southern side is going to be brutal. They're going to be walking into teams in predisposed positions, pre-set up and comfortable. Other teams struggling. Unique trying to fold further forward. TSM just lost down Braxco. There can be more punishment. Diamond Dogs are here. Northern Lights are holding the line as best they can. Can the Dogs get into the scrap? Already perfect. Getting a little bit of damage coming in, but there's the damage coming right back. That's be Lampalot down. Where's the trade back in? It's not looking so good right now. The nades are in hand, but if they don't find it in any second, Northern Lights can stabilize. Nice nade comes back in from Calvin. That's what you want. There's a team nade from Tomil. What is going on there? No, boys. Don't do this. Northern Lights now with their 2 players could push this. They've seen the kill feed. They know that there's blood in the water. They want to find it while they can, and here we go. Cleaning through Batulins. Spraying in, finds one in the bathroom. He can't take him down, though. Oh, it was going to be held just for a second longer. But no, the massacre happened. The Dogs somehow alive. Barely.
Wait. They can get all 4 players back on their feet. How did he not mop any up? He was looking for the kills, and that's fair play. All of a sudden, we got another team that's lingering the distance. EYG has found that compound is empty for them. They can enter in the back. There's a grenade in Trico's hand. If he gets that in one of those windows, all 4 players could be dead. That could be devastating. There's Unique also, who have to get inside the circle, and same goes for IG. Safety, again, inside the houses. For them, rather than running the hillside, it could be the only option. The Diamond Dogs will have to stand strong, get themselves back on the feet, get geared up, get healed, and take yet another fight or 2.
Yeah, the Diamond Dogs are just needing to slow down and stabilize. Another casualty of this circle is going to be TSM here. They're in the vehicles, but look at these shots coming right down towards them. That's from the hillside. GMT4s, I think they're down to 2 here. Michael is taking a bit of cover, but there's blue hearts, and so do the bullets come in their way. TSM have run out of options. Fex is way off in the north still, looking for a way through, but Unity's being surrounded by WS15. This is not, without issues further afield. Fex on the bike, trying to find a way forward. He's just going to send it as best he can, try and work in towards the circle here.
I'm really sorry, Lauren. We need to look at NaVi. This is a big fight now. They're hunting down Lost HD. Remember, they've already killed 3 players of Raise Your Edge.
Oh,
if they find Lost HD, that is 6th place going out to 8th. That is a massive, massive counterplay from NaVi to hunt down the last remaining players. They've wiped one of their remaining opponents off the map.
Azrim might be able to get a big nade here. One of the WS15 guys, if they get this right, that could be Unity done for. Orange is already knocked. I think Inocutives realize this is not not good to stay stacked. Azrin's definitely seen him. Snoopy just got off the heel, but this could be murder. There's so much bloodshed in the northeast here. It's that kind of dip between these two hillsides on the road. Everyone's got vision. They're all so hungry to get Unity down for these points.
Instantly we can see NaVi jumps into 6th place. That is qualification. That's what you want to be looking for. If you're above that 6th place, you are going to the major at Berlin. Kemba onto Tixu. The beatings continue. NaVi dishing out damage here. Ents, they're broken, they're battered. NaVi, they're feeling it. Instant confirmation there on Bestoloch. The nade finds good. Tommel now back on to play with me. Unique did turn up. This has been a bloodbath down in the south. There's been 5 teams here that have fallen. And it looks to me like the Diamond Dogs, they're standing strong. We'll check in a second. NaVi is still sweeping and clearing on that western front, but the Diamond Dogs, they're the one picking up the points at the moment, and they're the ones that need them. They're severely out kind of that 6th zone, qualification knocking up the door, but you have to frag out.
I don't know how Unity is still standing here. They're the last to make it out of that northeast side. And as you said, the Diamond Dogs are surrounded on 2 fronts. It's not a particularly brilliant position down the line. Unity trying to make the mad dash for it, but they're being picked apart. Elgiganten doing it. The Dogs are looking for their next treat, and EYG might just be that. The 2 players stand. They have 7 kills. They held off that first fight, but now the Diamond Dogs, once they've stabilized, have been able to control that south side. Now, further afield, I can't help but look at Omekan, look at towards NaVi, look at Elgiganten. They hold all the cards here.
QBE can still hear Treek up, calling for support. All 4 members, God knows how, of the Dogs still standing. They've been upgraded as well. When you saw the AUG weaponry, 5.56 is a very strong weapon, very little kick, and it shoots like a bad man. Sweeping and clearing, here we go. Depends how much utility we actually see on the opposing side of EYG. We'll hop back on with that fight in a second because it's quite an important one. If they keep on going, they'll keep racking the points, and more importantly, they'll hold a decent amount of land. Omekan could probably oversee them and maybe get involved from distance because they do have range. You can, as I say that, ends. Diggory goes down. Vascu, that's the range I was speaking about. The K98 with the scope on the back. That's where they want to be. They put that player up in the hillside. He could be a nuisance to individual players or teams with just 1 or 2. Third partying from these boys from Omekan is an absolute reality right now. They are going to cause so many problems across this map. And more importantly, you can keep Vascu up there. The mountainside's still in. Stick the sniper up there, and he's just going to put bodies in bags.
Here we go. This could be the push. Entropy Gaming, there's a trade coming back in. Good work from Simsy. He's not let that get too far away from them. And the push needs to continue. Tommel's fallen, but they stand. Can they recover their players? It doesn't look like they can. They're being piled in on from further afar. Inside Gaming have just found the spots and they've claimed the points. The Dogs now are down to 2, I'm pretty sure. Lampalot and Simsy, the only ones standing, and they're a mile away from the circle. NaVi are the kings of the hill. They have everything they need up here, and they can get those picks, they can get those spots. Omekan, strong position, you said it. They have that hillside. They didn't fancy it. They want to play for down the line. They want to play for further in front of them. That's a good idea. Now, in the northeast side slightly, Elgiganten, WS15, and ETG still fighting for territory.
Simsy and Lampalot have to deal with 1 individual player. Oh, looks like Omekan have to deal with all 4 players in NaVi, which is rather unfortunate. Hiding behind that shack, Kemba's cycling. If he gets this, that's a 2 for 1 in the bag. And unfortunately, win streak do go down. They're copped in the fields. Lyron, how the hell are you surviving? All your teammates died at the initial start of it. They're the first players to fall. But by hook or by crook, he's in there. Simsy, he's down, he's dead. Goes out to the blue. Lampalot not wanting to give any more points away to IG. That's 1 single player that has damaged the Dogs so bad. I do have to raise the question of how far and how much further they could go for the simple fact of Rahina and OMK are still sitting on that southern side. There's not a lot Lampalot can do here. If he can pick up the point in the placement, good job. Happy days. It will continue and at least give them a bit of a buffering. But unfortunately, he's in a very tight situation. Omekan, the bombardment continues. Kemba's, it looks to me like he's got a molly. If he gets that in there, they're going to be dead. For now, though, they can't really move, and nor can they actually get support from Vascu. He's got that sniper, but really, Elgiganten are up on the ridge line. He's from the building. They have an elevated line of sight, and more importantly, they're pinned in.
All these nades are just raining down, aren't they? They're not going to stop either. Ival is so lucky to be alive. That bike almost took him down. Now, Paige, Ival need to try and stay alive. It looks like NaVi are getting ready to push this one as well. They're considering, you see the nades. That's what they're trying to do, trying to find a way forward. NaVi are a good team of them planning ahead, but it's a hard run for them. They need to depend a lot on Bestoloch to be able to spot them over. There's the nade. This could be go time. Here comes the push. They're sending it. Omekan need to be ready for this one, but Elgiganten might slow this down. They can see the cross. Masterlek could ruin everything for NaVi here. If he keeps landing those shots, they found a bit of cover, but it slowed the push down. NaVi's approach has now been hindered. standard.
They forgot about that factory building. It is more elevated in the position at the rim. We know that Pozo is on a bit more of a hillside, but this particular place where they are and where they're playing off of is fantastic for viewership across the map line. Morpheus is going for a run, doesn't realize that Lyron's there. This could be a free point for Lyron should he be able to get it lined up. He's only the player that's surviving, and that's why he's stuck in. He's hiding, he's tanked in. All his teammates fell early days. And for him, he's just playing for placement. There's not a great deal he can do. Smokes will go up for Morpheus and maybe give Elgiganten the route they need inside this circle because we are in the field. This is going to be deadly. This might actually play favourable now for Omicron because NaVi and Elgiganten, they're the ones who have to come out from the hiding spots.
Now, if I'm NaVi, I'm going to sweep towards Elgiganten because they can't get ahead otherwise. And Vasquez just made that a lot easier from further afield. That Car 98 is going to ring true and NaVi should just push this. They've got the information. Looks like ceh9 and Bestoloch are the two to try and make the play happen quickly. Elgiganten still trying to get past and ensure this area. Knorkus is making the run. He's on the bike, getting out there. Do they shoot yet? They might wait to ensure that they can follow behind them. That might be the smarter play. NaVi playing the long con here. That's a good idea. I like it. There's still two players up at the top. Now Elgiganten start to fall. There's a point to be had. They're going to go for that. Bestoloch gets it. Elgiganten starting to suffer here. Trying to transition away from this spot is very tricky.
Let's not forget that Page.
Bestoloch, here we go.
Page is still here, Lauren. They didn't deal with him earlier on. What kind of damage can he do to NaVi as they come out from Pozo? They've had the safety net for a while. They wasted so much utility on taking him down. They did get 1 point from it, but leaving him standing like this, his teammates are inside the circle. If he can stop NaVi getting in here, if he can stop other teams doing any damage to his teammates, he can't. TheTab hits it on a dime. That's a big, big frag to take down. Even knocking him out of that position now gives a bit of breathing space, but my word. The northern edge of this circle is completely open. This is going to be chaotic for NaVi to get into.
Yeah, this is going to be really hard for NaVi. They're being kept alive right now, alone by Smokes. There is a little bit of terrain they can work with, but you said it, Omicron are the problem. And if no one pressures them, there's going to be an issue down the line. Now, Bestoloch is just taking fights. He is going to be using his gun as cover, basically. Just going to run and gun, keep him under fire, under pressure. He needs to land this. He sees the head, he gets it. NaVi going to now make the approach. They're going to push further forward. And yes, they've lost down ceh9. Yes, they've lost down numbers, but they've still controlled the northern side. Marsalek is knocked. It's Ghost Star alive. The revive comes in. The last utility being put down. Bestoloch's nade is landing. He is fighting full force for this. NaVi pushing forward again, taking names as they go. Omicron are down to 2 in the south. We see Reds down in the southeast with 3 alive. They are very well positioned.
NaVi with 12 kills is a huge performance for them to get off of that plateau and allow themselves into this brilliant position now where they can maybe get some viewership from Bestoloch on the outside of the circle. Rahina, remember, they went to the top of the hillside. They were quiet, they were patient. And when it was time to strike on the circle, they just bombed it central. They've been sat here waiting. Not many frags in the bag. Well, saying that, actually, 5 isn't too bad. So clearly they've been scraping up all the bodies that have just been praying to be revived by their teammates. Didn't come through, so 5 isn't that bad. There's still a team of NaVi players in front of them, and that's kind of what's dangerous, because NaVi know this is do or die for them. If you want to make it to Berlin again, the placements, yes, top 3 is great, but you have to be picking up these kills. They'll be feeling good off of the back of completely eliminating Regi Reg. They have taken them successfully out of the top 6 and just switched places around.
Now, let's look at the new circle hit. Bestoloch isn't quite in yet, so he's going to have to look for how he wants to approach this. Vasku for Omicron. Prone down. Should be safe enough. I don't think anyone can see it too easily. It's a little bit of a plateau. If they see a backpack or something, sure. Omicron are pretty safe here, but you can see everyone is looking for a pixel out of place, and it's going to be as simple as that. Once this circle comes through, that middle ground, if you want to look at who's got the better position, if it does sit, right towards it, maybe NaVi. They've got quite a central spot right now. Vasku's working on it. He wants to try and ensure something down the line. Yeah, we got the Bushwickies out here right now.
The sand-coloured ones in the cornfield, you can't really ask for any more better, can you? If they got level 3 gear to boot, they're going to be awful to try and take down. I'm seeing no chest on Bestoloch. Groza, level 3 helmet, but it is damage. This is where Vasku needs to hit the world with the Car 98. You tap one of those boys down, hit the level 3 at this stage, it's going off. Centralizing up for NaVi, 2 players encroach. Bestoloch still holds the back of the line. NaVi looking forward to Rahina at the moment. This allows Vasku and T-Bone to move up to a better spot amongst one of the bear. The hair barrels in the box. Nades are alive. Blue is here. Time to go. Smoking out NaVi. I like this. Throw the smokes towards them and deny their vision. Good use rather than just putting it in front of you so you can run through it. cut off and build a wall. Omakan have done the same. They put them behind them, which gives them a bit more of a leverage towards the central eyes of the circle. T-Bone still sitting backwards of Vazku. Vazku scars out, so he's clearly not going for the headshot on the ceh9. Gilly Boy is wandering at the moment. Tab cycling through Molly's, wondering how many's just alive. Jupe will give the info to NaVi of OMK's position. Honestly, it's still a bit of a stalemate. Smokes are beginning to wander out. And again, just blocking off vision. Allow movement. Central point. No one's really near it. Everyone at the same kind of distance.
Yeah, and with Bestoloch and all these boys gillied up, looking dangerous. It's like the spice mines on Kettle right now. Yes, I've been watching Star Wars, but look at this damage from NaVi. Can they sustain? No, there's a frag back at least, but Temi is doing everything. That's 2 kills. Bestoloch goes down. Kemba's gone down. It's all on Tab, and maybe Tab is just enough. But Omakan, they want a bit of it, and now T-Bone has to get in on the battle. He's got the spot. He knows where he is. It's a 1v2 here.
Tab holding back, extending from the rest of his teammates. 1 versus 2 scenario. T-Bone taps him, hits him in the head. Oh boy, Vazku, 1 versus 1 scenario. 15 kills is pretty damn good for NaVi. A win would be incredible here.
No vest. He's down to just the helmet. He's going to confirm towards T-Bone.
Oh my
Tab!
word!
What an absolute animal. NaVi just played out of their minds. That is a welcome to the final day here. If any of you want to qualify, get past NaVi. They just set the bar so high.
We can't quantify how big of a game that is for NaVi. Coming into this, they were just outside of the top 6. Let's kind of assess this one. They take out Raise Your Edge in 6th place, one of their high-end competitors. They eliminate them, knock them out early, no points for them. Pick up 4 on the way. Instantly, and I saw at one point 15 kills.